What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prizepicks MLB player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys two MLB props that I do like from the later games, so you guys should have plenty of time to lock these picks in. If you have not checked out Prizepicks, would highly recommend you check them out, guys. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off of picking the over and under on things like players pitching strikeouts, pitcher strikeout combos, total base, first inning runs allowed, earned runs allowed, etc. Go to use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100 today. Again, that is code KJK DFS. And if you are going to be very serious, really looking to step up your game, if you're listening to this video, you're like, this guy looks like he knows what he's talking about, sounds like he knows what he's talking about, you can get a whole lot more content from me over in the premium content. I do offer lower tier packages if you just play one sport, one app. If you're looking to get access to all my MLB picks, we got the WNBA going on right now, all sports, all apps, all picks, all tickets that I place myself, the VIP play of the day, the core play tiers, a whole lot more. Continuing to add to that package, the VIP member package is going to be where it is at. You get access to the Discord. I get asked that question all the time. In a winner's circle. Yesterday we had a double up, which was heartbreaking. Ozzy Albies came up and had a chance for us to 25x, and he struck out. So, but regardless, had some good picks over there. The MLB went 5-1. Unfortunately, but looking to keep it going over there today, looking to keep it going on the channel, hopefully give you guys two winning picks today. If you enjoy, would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. Let's go ahead and get into it. We'll go game by game. As we always do have two picks that I do like for you guys. So let's go ahead and break it down. First game that I would like to discuss is going to be the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Colorado Rockies. This game comes with a massive 11.5 over/under. No surprise, it's in Coors Field. It's the best hitting environment in baseball. For those of you that do not know that, we'll go ahead and pull it up for you guys. As far as Coors Field is concerned, a lot of green going on, and for good reason. Green for home runs, triples, doubles, singles, average, on-base percentage, slugging, WOBA, etc., and runs. It's in Coors Field. The elevation in Coors Field in Colorado allows the ball to fly even better, especially when it starts to warm up. Tonight we're looking at 82 degrees, which is phenomenal. The Angels have a 6.3 implied run total, and they have a player on their team that's really good. You might have heard of before in Mike Trout, and he gets to take on a arm tonight in Kyle Freeland, who has not been too stellar on the season. No offense to Mr. Kyle Freeland, but we'll go ahead and pull up the numbers here. As far as Kyle Freeland's concerned on the season, he only has a 13.3% carry to righties, doesn't walk them at all, but he gives up a 209 ISO and a 351 WOBA. That's all bad. Then you look at the last 30 days, he's given up a 218 ISO with a 370 WOBA. That's even worse. His K rate has dipped down to a 9% K rate. So he doesn't strike guys out. He gives up a lot of hard contact, and he pitches in Coors Field. These are all terrible combinations. You look at Mike Trout's numbers on the season, really his only weakness. He hasn't been hitting left-handed pitching that well, I will say, but the matchup's just so good, I don't care. It's Mike Trout. He strikes out 28.6% of the time to those lefties, only featuring a 299 WOBA and a 125 ISO against those lefties in the season. So it's been a little bit below stellar for Mike Trout compared to what we're seeing. You look at the numbers last season, though, 328 ISO with a 444 WOBA. So this year, the numbers against lefties so far haven't been that great. It's been less than stellar. But luckily for him, he gets to take on a lefty that, like I said, he doesn't strike anyone out. He gives up a ton of hard contact. So really the only gap in Mike Trout's swing a lot of times is those strikeouts. If he's facing a high strikeout guy, that can cause some issues for him. But luckily tonight he gets to face Kyle Freeland. And then you look at the Colorado Rockies bullpen. They are also very, very bad. They currently rank, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4th worst in the entire MLB as far as bullpens are concerned. So that's really, really bad. Mike Trout's in a great spot here tonight to put up some numbers, and I do fully expect him to here in this game where his team has a 6.3 implied run total. So for pick number 1, we will be going with Mike Trout's fantasy score over here on Prizepicks. As far as where they've got him set at, his line is at 9.5. You can see I secured this in 2 of the last 5. The last 5 charts, guys, especially in MLB, mean nothing. Every matchup's so different. Like, you don't know. He could have faced, Clayton Kershaw his last time out, or a really good pitcher, So don't let these last 5 charts dictate you off him. Also, the hitter fantasy score is going to fluctuate based upon the matchup. He might have been at like 6.5 fantasy score in some of these games where it says he didn't hit it. Now he's up to 9.5 because he's in Coors Field in this great matchup. So pick number 1, we're going with the over 9.5 hitter fantasy score here for Mike Trout. I think I explained myself pretty well there. Phenomenal matchup in Coors Field. Kyle Freeland doesn't strike anyone out. He gives up a lot of hard contact. That's going to be a recipe for disaster with a bat with as much upside as Mike Trout. So that will be pick number 1. And then pick number 2, we'll kick it on down to another game with another elite bat that I certainly do like tonight. Well, what game is that going to be? It's going to be the San Diego Padres taking on the Washington Nationals. The Padres come in with a 5.48 implied run total, and they get to take on a guy in Patrick Corbin, who's been a gas can for quite some time now, honestly. He's at the kind of end of his leash as far as being an elite pitcher in the MLB. No offense to Patrick Corbin, but numbers are really not that good, and he has to take on a guy at the top of the San Diego Padres lineup that you might have heard before, an elite talent, Fernando Tatis Jr. You look at Patrick Corbin's numbers over the last 30 days. He's only striking out righties at a 17.1% clip. He's walking them at a 10% clip. He gives up a 196 ISO and a 431 WOBA. These are all bad things. Tatis absolutely mashing left-handed pitching on the season. He's featuring a 420 ISO, 48 WOBA, only strikes out 18% of the time. In the last 30 days, the power and the WOBA was up even more. Strikeout rate's up 25%, but this guy's just absolutely mashing southpaws in the entire season. Left-handed pitching, you just better watch out. And the Washington Nationals, once again, have a terrible bullpen. They have the second worst bullpen in the league. The only one with a worse bullpen than them in xFIP is going to be the Oakland Athletics. So, great matchup for him against Patrick Corbin. Great matchup as far as the bullpen's concerned. He's in a phenomenal lineup up and down, which should help the lineup turn over. That's something we always like to see. 5.48 implied run total. Tatis has some stolen base upside. Trial has some stolen base upside as well. So that's another thing we can throw in there for these hitter fantasy scores. But these two guys are in great spots tonight. And for pick number 2, I do want to be going with Fernando Tatis Jr. 9.5 hitter fantasy score. He hasn't hit this in the last 2 times out. I know he was absolutely in fuego there for a little bit. It seemed like he just couldn't not hit his fantasy score. Cooled down a little bit the last 2 times out, or last 4 times out. But keep in mind, guys, the San Francisco Giants have a much better pitching staff than the Washington Nationals. The Giants have a great bullpen, have some good starters. So a little bit of a different environment. Not to mention the Giants' hitting environment's really, really bad. So Fernando back in San Diego. Good hitting weather there tonight as well. We're looking at a nice little boost for the hitting weather as far as my data on weather. So pick number 2, we're going with the over 9.5 hitter fantasy score here for Fernando Tatis Jr. Talked about it. Patrick Corbin, bad bullpen. Both these guys, Trout, Tatis, bad starters, bad bullpens. Think they can have some success here tonight. And that will be my 2 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks in the MLB tonight, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. If you have not checked out the premium content packages, I don't know what you're waiting on. There's going to be a lot more value to be had over there. We're just getting started in this MLB season, WNBA season. Although we're almost getting to the All-Star break, but it seems like we're just getting started. So check that out if you're interested. And if you haven't checked out Prizepicks, you can use the promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100 today. Wishing you guys all the best of luck on your Prizepicks MLB player props tonight, and we will see you in the next one.